Ananda sat by the riverside, his heart heavy with sorrow and longing. He felt as if life had abandoned him. The vibrant joy once illuminating his days had now dimmed, leaving his soul shrouded in shadows and doubt. Blessed One, my spirit wilts like the lotus deprived of nourishment. How do I restore vitality to my existence? Buddha regarded him with profound compassion, his serene eyes reflecting understanding of Ananda's plight. He motioned for him to speak. Ananda, our minds are delicate gardens. They require proper cultivation and care to bloom in their full brilliance. But my garden, Master, has become barren. I cannot discern the path leading to rejuvenation, Ananda confessed, voice trembling. The Buddha gestured toward the flowing river, speaking with measured clarity. Observe the water, Ananda, ever moving, ever nourishing. Water flows without ceasing, feeding life around it, never stagnant. Your spirit needs this flow to rediscover vitality. Ananda stared at the river, attempting to understand its metaphorical significance, hoping its simplicity would reveal wisdom. Buddha rose and guided Ananda through the nearby forest, each step resonating with calm certainty and deep purpose. They arrived at a carpenter's humble dwelling, where the craftsman shaped wood into intricate forms with unwavering dedication. Master, why have we come here? Ananda asked, curiosity tinged with confusion at the scene before him. Buddha gently replied, this carpenter's focus and skill demonstrate how passion turns mundane effort into meaningful creation. Ananda, to reignite your spirit, you must uncover what brings purpose to your life. Like the craftsman, but I struggle to find such purpose. Master, every endeavor feels hollow, lacking connection to my soul, Ananda admitted. Buddha knelt, motioning toward the craftsman's tools. Do you see how each instrument fits into his vision? Ananda, even the smallest chisel contributes to his artistry, transforming wood into vessels that serve humanity, Buddha explained softly. Ananda observed the carpenter closely, admiring his meticulous work and subtle joy radiating from his concentrated effort. Purpose emerges when effort aligns with heart and meaning. Otherwise, the spirit falters, weakened like wood left untreated. Ananda bowed his head, deeply reflecting on Buddha's teachings, seeking an inner connection he had long lost. Blessed One, how do I determine the tools and methods to reignite the flame of my existence? Ananda questioned earnestly. The Buddha spoke with wisdom flowing naturally. Ananda, tools are not merely objects. They are reflections of inner purpose and devotion. Seek within yourself what nourishes your garden. Only then will you uncover your tools to cultivate enduring joy. Buddha led Ananda further into the village, where they encountered a farmer laboring in fields bathed by golden sunlight. The farmer moved rhythmically, sowing seeds into the fertile earth while humming a melody born of contentment. See this farmer, Ananda. He understands the seasons and nurtures the soil with unwavering care, Buddha remarked. He plants seeds with faith, trusting they will grow into sustenance for others, completing the cycle of giving. Ananda observed the farmer's actions, struck by the simplicity yet profundity embodied in his tireless work. Buddha continued, your spirit is soil, Ananda, where seeds of purpose await cultivation. You must tend them faithfully. But, Blessed One, what if my soil feels barren and unyielding, unable to sustain anything meaningful? Ananda asked anxiously. Buddha smiled gently. Even barren soil can be restored. Ananda, with nourishment and patience, life's essence lies in its potential to renew. By giving care to your soil, you awaken dormant seeds and invite their growth into vibrant fruition, Buddha explained. Ananda meditated upon these words, pondering the intricacies of his own spirit's dormant potential to heal and flourish. Their journey took them next to a serene monastery, where monks were chanting ancient hymns resonating with harmonious unity. These chants, Ananda, connect the monks in shared purpose. An intertwining of individual voices into sacred melodies, Buddha said. Their shared devotion reveals interconnectedness, a principle guiding spiritual and personal restoration toward deeper meaning and fulfillment. But, Master, I feel disconnected from others. As though my isolation has drained my ability to connect and give, Ananda confessed. Buddha responded with compassion. Ananda, separation is an illusion. Bonds remain, even if temporarily obscured by despair or fear. Reignite connections by giving freely. The act of giving restores joy and strengthens ties within life's web, Buddha advised. Ananda nodded, recognizing the monks' unified chants as symbolic of interconnected harmony essential for rekindling human passion. Through their encounters, Ananda glimpsed the profound layers of Buddha's teachings. Realizing their universal truth extended beyond his personal plight, the Buddha concluded their journey with one final lesson: life's spark lies in humble observations. Of those who cultivate joy, each person carries their garden, tending its soil, sowing seeds, and creating with tools gifted by purposeful living. Ananda, to rediscover vitality, dedicate yourself to nurturing your spirit's garden, sowing seeds, and giving joy beyond yourself. Ananda bowed deeply before the Buddha, gratitude filling his heart as renewed determination stirred within his weary soul. Returning to the riverside, Ananda carried Buddha's wisdom with him. Ready to begin the lifelong journey of reigniting passion, he gazed at the river once more. Understanding its ceaseless flow mirrored his own spirit's infinite capacity for renewal. With steadfast resolve, Ananda embarked upon cultivating his garden, embracing the nourishing waters and light illuminating its enduring beauty. The Buddha watched silently, knowing his disciples' journey toward reignited purpose and joy had only just begun. Another day, Ananda sat quietly beneath the shade of a Bodhi tree, seeking solace from the stirring unease within him. The tranquility of the forest offered momentary reprieve, yet his spirit remained unsettled by lingering doubts and unanswered questions. Blessed One, I understand the need for nourishment, but I cannot discern what truly feeds the garden of my soul. The Buddha, gazing at Ananda with infinite compassion, invited him to journey together toward the summit of Vulture Peak. Ananda, the answers you seek often lie hidden within the trials of ascension. Walk with me and reflect deeply. Together, they began their climb, the rocky terrain testing their resolve with steep pathways and winding trails. Each step demanded effort, yet the Buddha walked with unwavering poise, his demeanor a beacon of calm endurance. Ananda struggled to match the Buddha's pace, his mind consumed with thoughts of his faltering spirit and uncertain purpose. Blessed One, why do we climb this mountain? Will it reveal the truths I cannot seem to uncover within? The Buddha replied, the mountain itself holds no secrets. Ananda, wisdom arises from the journey and struggles it presents. They reached a narrow ledge where the Buddha paused, gesturing toward the vast expanse of valleys below them. Observe the land stretching endlessly before us. Its beauty exists not in perfection but in its richness and diversity. The landscape mirrors the human spirit, Ananda, with valleys of despair and peaks of joy, ever intertwined in coexistence. Ananda reflected on the Buddha's words, his perspective shifting as he absorbed the depth of the metaphor laid before him. Blessed One, if valleys are inevitable, how does one ascend the peaks and avoid being consumed by darkness entirely? The Buddha answered calmly, to ascend, one must recognize that valleys are opportunities for learning, growth, and rediscovering resilience. They resumed their climb, encountering rugged boulders and uneven paths that demanded focus and thoughtful navigation. Reaching the summit, Ananda beheld an elderly woman tending to a fire outside her modest stone hut. Master, who is this woman, and why has she become the focal point of our journey to this peak? The Buddha observed the woman's actions carefully, her steady movements creating a symphony of rhythm and purpose. She tends her fire with deliberate care, shielding it from wind, feeding it with wood, sustaining its warmth and light. Ananda, her fire embodies the cycle of passion and vitality. Effort, nourishment, and protection ensure its enduring flame. Ananda watched as the woman added kindling to the fire, its embers glowing and sparking into vibrant life. But, Blessed One, what if the fire is extinguished entirely by storms or neglect? How does one restore its blaze? The Buddha replied, fire extinguished is not lost forever. Ananda, sparks remain within, awaiting conditions that encourage their renewal. Even in the aftermath of storms, embers endure, holding the potential for resurgence when nurtured with patience and care. Ananda pondered the resilience of fire, understanding the parallels to his own spirit's ability to recover from despondency. The woman approached, offering tea brewed over the flames she had so diligently maintained and preserved. Ananda accepted gratefully, noting the warmth of the drink and the labor that created it from the elemental blaze. Buddha spoke again. Her act of giving reinforces the interconnected cycle. Passion shared becomes nourishment for others and oneself. Ananda, to reignite your spirit, embrace the wisdom of this fire. Tend to your embers with dedication and purpose. The journey down the mountain began, Buddha's pace steady as ever. Ananda deep in thought about their transformative climb. Blessed One, what nourishes the embers within? And how can I recognize the tools to sustain my flame? Buddha smiled and motioned to the sunlight piercing through the forest canopy, illuminating their path with gentle warmth. Ananda, nourishment exists in simplicity. Light and air sustain flames. Similarly, your spirit thrives on simple joys and meaningful connections. The tools for tending your fire reside within your actions. Find what brings you peace and cultivates lasting fulfillment. Ananda observed the interplay between light and shadow, recognizing their balance as essential to the vibrancy of life itself. Blessed One, the journey has taught me patience. Yet I fear losing sight of this wisdom amid life's demands, Ananda admitted. The Buddha paused by a stream, its waters reflecting the sunlight in a tranquil dance of flowing clarity. Ananda, like this stream, wisdom flows naturally when nurtured with attention. Revisit it often, and it will not fade. Make your daily practices reflections of this journey. Embed nourishment and care within your routines to sustain vitality. Ananda felt the beginnings of confidence returning, the seeds of clarity taking root in the garden of his spirit. As they reached the forest's edge, the Buddha turned to Ananda with a final thought before parting ways. Passion, Ananda, is not static but a cycle. Continuous effort ensures its spark remains eternal despite inevitable challenges. Your journey will face storms. Yet each storm leaves lessons and embers awaiting rediscovery under your mindful care. Ananda bowed deeply, gratitude swelling within as his doubts began to dissipate under the light of newfound understanding. Buddha walked onward, leaving Ananda to reflect, carrying the wisdom of the mountain and the fire within his heart. Ananda returned to the village, determined to apply the lessons learned and cultivate resilience in his daily life. The garden of his soul began to bloom once more, nourished by insights gained from the wisdom of Buddha's teachings. With each day, Ananda walked among the people, sharing light and warmth as his own flame grew steadily brighter. In his quiet moments, he would gaze toward the mountain, knowing its lessons remained woven into his journey forward. Another day, Ananda sat beneath the open sky, his gaze fixed upon the horizon where clouds drifted in silent harmony. Buddha resumed his seat beneath the Bodhi tree, his presence grounding us in the moment. You ask how to overcome disappointment, he said. The Buddha, sitting nearby, observed Ananda's expression with quiet understanding and gestured toward a phoenix etched into a stone carving. Ananda, do you see this phoenix? Its story embodies resilience, a cycle of death and rebirth driven by inner strength. Each time it falls into ash, it rises once more, renewed and vibrant, its flames ignited by its indomitable spirit. Ananda traced the carving with his eyes, absorbing the symbolism of the bird's cycles of despair and renewal. But, Blessed One, what if one grows weary of falling? How does one find the courage to rise again? The Buddha beckoned Ananda to follow him into a nearby grove, their steps accompanied by the rustle of leaves beneath their feet. They encountered a young shepherd guiding his flock, his staff steady as he led them through unfamiliar terrain toward greener pastures. Observe this shepherd, Ananda. He carries responsibility for his flock, providing guidance even when paths are fraught with difficulty. The shepherd rises each day with renewed purpose, his dedication to others serving as the spark that reignites his own strength. Ananda watched the shepherd's calm determination, understanding the parallel to his own journey and his role in fostering connections. Blessed One, are we all shepherds in our own way, guiding our inner selves toward renewal and purpose? The Buddha nodded, his voice steady. Indeed, Ananda, the shepherd within you leads your spirit through valleys and toward verdant peaks. By embracing this role, you assume responsibility not only for yourself but also for uplifting others in your journey. Ananda reflected deeply, recognizing the significance of his connections to others in sustaining the fire within his heart. They continued walking until they reached a clearing where villagers worked together, their laughter and unity infusing the air with warmth. Ananda, do you see the harmony in their collective effort? Shared purpose weaves bonds that strengthen the fabric of community. The same principle applies to your spirit. As you tend your fire, it radiates outward, igniting light in those around you. But, Blessed One, what if one feels isolated, their flame diminishing without the warmth of community to sustain them? Buddha replied gently, Ananda, even in solitude, the essence of shared experiences lingers. Connections endure, awaiting moments of reconnection. Your flame is not solely fueled by others, but by your willingness to reach out and nurture those connections anew. Ananda understood the wisdom of Buddha's words, his thoughts turning toward the importance of giving and receiving joy among others. As they rested beneath a towering tree, Buddha began recounting a parable, his voice resonating with profound meaning. There once was a tree ravaged by a storm, its branches broken and leaves scattered across the barren ground. The villagers feared it would never recover, its stark frame standing as a reminder of nature's relentless power. But within the roots lay hidden vitality, a quiet persistence that allowed the tree to sprout new branches over time. From its shattered form arose a sanctuary, offering shade and sustenance to those who sought solace beneath its renewed canopy. Ananda listened intently, the parable's message echoing in his heart as he visualized the tree's transformation amid adversity. Blessed One, does this mean renewal is always possible, even when one feels broken and lost? Buddha replied, yes, Ananda, within each spirit lies the capacity to endure, to heal, and to rise again, stronger than before. Adversity serves as the fertile soil from which new growth emerges, enriching your journey and deepening your understanding of life. Their journey brought them to a riverside, where a fisherman patiently cast his net into the flowing waters, undeterred by uncertainty. Notice this fisherman, Ananda. He does not despair over what he cannot see beneath the river's surface. Instead, he casts his net with faith, trusting that effort and patience will yield the sustenance he seeks. Ananda considered the fisherman's steady resolve, recognizing the importance of trust and persistence in navigating life's uncertainties. Blessed One, how can one cultivate such unwavering faith, even when results remain hidden and hope feels distant? Buddha answered, faith arises from acknowledging life's cycles. Ananda, trust that each effort contributes to the ever-flowing current of renewal. Just as the river moves forward, carrying both turbulence and calm, so too does your spirit flow toward fulfillment. Ananda felt a sense of clarity emerging, his doubts easing as he embraced the interconnectedness of life's challenges and triumphs. They paused near a flower blooming amidst rocky terrain, its vibrant petals defying the harshness of its surroundings. Ananda, this flower thrives against all odds, drawing strength from its roots and reaching toward the sun's nurturing light. Your spirit mirrors this flower, capable of flourishing even in conditions that seem inhospitable, fueled by resilience and hope. But, Blessed One, how does one find light when shadows cast doubt over the path ahead? Buddha responded with gentle wisdom. The light you seek resides within. Ananda, it is revealed through mindful reflection and purposeful action. By seeking meaning in each moment, you illuminate your path, guiding your steps toward greater clarity and fulfillment. Ananda bowed his head in reverence, his heart brimming with gratitude for the Buddha's guidance and the lessons imparted. As they journeyed back, Buddha offered one final insight, his voice carrying the weight of timeless truth. Ananda, the phoenix within you is both fragile and enduring, its cycles of renewal reflecting the beauty of impermanence. Embrace each fall as a prelude to your rise, and carry forward the wisdom gained through both joy and sorrow. Ananda walked beside the Buddha with renewed resolve, his steps lighter as the fire within him burned steadily. He returned to the village with a deep sense of purpose, his spirit emboldened by the teachings that now guided his path. In his quiet moments, Ananda reflected upon the phoenix, the shepherd, and the fisherman, their lessons etched into his soul. Through his actions and words, he became a source of light for others, embodying the essence of the Buddha's timeless wisdom. The cycles of his journey continued, each chapter a testament to the infinite capacity for growth and renewal within all beings. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.